Rickie! Rickie! What happened to Rickie Fowler? Hey, DT here. In today's video, we're going to double click on Rickie Fowler official World Golf rankings. Thanks for stopping by the channel. Please subscribe, smash the like button, and don't forget helpful timestamps in the description below. Rickie had a meteoric rise in the official World Golf rankings, and let's take a look at what the breakdown actually is. So I downloaded a spreadsheet of Rickie Fowler's official World Golf rankings. It dates back to 2008. You can see it here in this particular row. And he jumps onto the scene with a rank of 1,397. And that's in 2008. And so if you start to move up in these rows, you'll see over time, he bounces around in the thousands, but then he jumps down into the 500s, and then from there bounces around now into the top 100 in the 2010 timeframe, and bounces around in the top 100 for a number of years until we get to 2014 when he places 8th at the Tour Championship and cracks into the top 10 in the official World Golf rankings. You'll remember Rickie Fowler was, alongside Jack Nicklaus and Tiger Woods, the third player ever to finish top 5 in all 4 major championships in one calendar year, but the first not to win. I saw Rickie Fowler in person at the 2016 World Golf Championships event in Austin, Texas, the Dell Match Play tournament. I was inside the ropes on the par 3 7th hole and was able to see Rickie Fowler up close and personal. At that time, in 2016, he was ranked number 5 in the world. And that was just coming off his highest ranking ever at number 4 in the world. Yeah, funny story. The first time I ever volunteered at the World Golf Championship Dell Match Play event in Austin, Texas, it was my very first day in 2016, and instead of being a marshal on hole number 7, I was actually first called over to the par 3 4th hole. I actually had to think about that for a moment because for the tournament, they swap around the 9s. So the front 9 during the tournament is actually the back 9 for member play at the Austin Country Club. And I got called over to be a rover on this par 3. It's a rather short par 3, but there's a lot of trouble off to the right. There's this gully, pretty well protected with some overgrowth, if you will. And so I'm sitting there behind the green, actually standing next to a rules official, and we're talking. And on the tee are Rickie Fowler and Jason Dufner. And both of them tee off. Dufner lands on the green, but Fowler puts his ball down in the junk to the right of the green. And so the rules official had me go down into this hazard area and start to try and look for Rickie Fowler's ball, which was a bad idea because I don't have the greatest of vision and there's a lot of tall overgrowth down there. And there was a good chance that I was going to step on Rickie Fowler's ball, which would have not have been a great thing. The same thing actually happened to me a few holes later when I think it was Sergio Garcia and Lee Westwood came through, and I think it was Sergio Garcia that put his ball in the hazard. They came right up next to me as I was looking for their ball, and I found it by way of the rules official, not myself. And I said, hey, there's your ball, and pointed it out to them. Anyways, Rickie Fowler and Dufner were on the green there together, and Rickie Fowler's down in the hazard, and he's trying to hit out, and Dufner's trying to make fun of him being down there, kind of joking around with him. Rickie Fowler pitches out. I can't remember if he got up and down or not, but it was a rather funny story for my very first day volunteering at the World Golf Championships event. From there, Rickie Fowler becomes just a staple good in the top 10 and top 20 in the world for years on end. And it's not really until the 2021 season where you can see here he falls out of the top 64 players in the world. And interestingly, When you fall out of the top 64 players in the world, you are no longer invited to World Golf Championship events. With Rickie Fowler's stellar play at the 2022 Zozo Championship just outside Tokyo, Japan, in just one short week, Rickie jumps 54 spots in the official World Golf rankings, going from 160th in the world to 106th in the world. Super impressive. I can't wait to see more of Rickie doing well. I really appreciate the composure Rickie shows while playing golf. He's got a lot of poise. And hey, I've always liked Puma. He reps them really well.
Definitely excited about having a couple good finishes to start this season, and a lot of good stuff coming.
Drop a comment below on what you think is next for Rickie Fowler. Thanks for stopping by. I really appreciate it.